Hello and welcome to Premiere Scene. I'm Nicola Johnston and we're here at the magnificent Empire Cinema in Leicester Square for the final day of Film 4's FrightFest. Today we're going to be chatting to the Soska sisters about their feature, American Mary.
I quit med school today. That shouldn't come as a surprise to you. I'm changing specialties, Dr. Grant.
Guys, congratulations being here at FrightFest. Is it true that American Mary is a metaphor for your own personal journey in the independent filmmaking world?
Yes, but it was also mainstream filmmaking a lot. I found when we were trying to do normal big studio things, we met so many horribly disgusting people. And then when we went
there are a lot of Dr. Grants out in the business.
Oh no, exactly. And then when we went into independent with horror, everybody was so nice and sweet. And there's this stereotype of what you assume those people would be like, and they're nothing like that. So we thought it would be a fun thing to play on for the film.
I read that you were inspired by Stephen King. I was brought up with Stephen King books all over the house. Who else has inspired you to do what you do?
Robert Rodriguez,
yes,
definitely.
Absolutely. Especially with Dead Hooker in a Trunk. We read his Rebel Without a Crew, and we had it on set while we were making Dead Hooker.
We called it the Bible.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said he made his for $7,000, so we said, well, we love him, but fuck that, let's beat it. So we made ours for $2,500.
It would have been nice to have $7,000 though.
Oh my God, we would have eaten more if we had $7,000.
Yeah.
Guys, can I ask about the title, American Mary? How did you come up with that?
She did this one. I did Dead Hooker, but
the title took a while to get. Well, the working title was There Will Be Mod, but it wasn't really working. And Mary was one of the strongest names I could think of because I wanted to have a very strong female character. And there's a lot of ambition in this. And to really go from nothing to huge success, you have to be in the dominant superpower, which would be America. So we thought American Mary would sound beautiful. And thank God it did, because there's a long time where there was no fucking title whatsoever.
Quite biblical as well, Mary, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Mary, Mother of God, and also Mary Magdalene. And one of our favorite directors, Mary Herron, the first time we were introduced to her is when we saw her defending American Psycho, and we thought only a woman that can speak so eloquently about something that's so satirical would have been able to handle that film. I think a male director would have just been called a misogynistic pig.
He would have gotten in shit. She got in shit. Everyone did.
She did.
That was a great film.
Final question for you both. Universal picked up your film. Congratulations, it's absolutely amazing. You've got your own production company and it's been running for about 4 years now.
Yes.
Do you have any advice for young independent filmmakers out there?
Absolutely.
Incorporate your business.
Incorporate.
Immediately. It's a lot of money, but it's totally worth it.
But don't wait for a situation to be able to make your movie. We maxed out our credit cards and took a big risk and got a bunch of people that were really excited about filmmaking. So that's what we did. And you can learn from your favorite directors. There's even DVD commentaries. They write their own books, like Lloyd Kaufman's Make Your Own Damn Movie series. Or you can even tweet them. It's so accessible right now. So basically, don't wait. Do a shitty job.
And don't write a $10 million movie and say they're not going to make it because I'm a new filmmaker. Write a list of things that you have as assets, whether you have a weapons collection or tarantulas or a business that you can use. Use that and kind of write your script around the things you already have to have a high production value. And you can do it for I challenge you to do for less than $2,500.
That would be amazing. Then we wouldn't be impressive whatsoever.
No, I don't want to be impressive. I want someone to beat that.
Yeah.
It's a film that deals with a lot of serious subject matters. Your character is extremely complex with lots of different layers. For an actress, that must have been so much fun. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience on working in this film?
It was so interesting. When I first read this, it was maybe about a year before we actually went to film, and I was so, I had to kind of put it on the back burner and just really hope that we would get it made. And I kind of let it sit with me I had that time. And I don't know what it was about Mary. And I think the character is so well developed and it's so interesting and it's so something that I've never really seen before that I wanted to do justice to the character. And I'm always, I'm an actor. I'm always like, oh, I hope I don't screw this up. The girls are so supportive and so enthusiastic. It's so encouraging. They really set the parameters and the structure and then let you explore it. And they would say, I never thought of it like, and I was just thrilled that I could bring something to to it that they really liked. And the character is complex, and she is strange, and she is interesting, and she is funny, and I think it was hopefully a good representation of I know girls like that. I'm a girl like that, and I think we're not really represented all that frequently in film. Strange, dark, funny creatures that exist and go through experiences.
And the shoot was 15 days. I mean, that is remarkable. Was there a lot of pressure on you with that shoot of 15 days?
Well, there would have been a lot more pressure on you than there was on me. I know that the shooting schedule was a bit interesting because they were doing multiple things sort of back to back and then taking breaks and going back, because locations are always a difficulty when you're shooting things like this. But I think in terms of pressure, it was the fact that there are a lot of special effects in it, and I've probably never been on a bloodier set. Have you? No. Yeah, at least not the fake blood that we used in this film.
The makeup was absolutely amazing. When you had your scenes together, did you get a chance to rehearse those scenes beforehand, or?
No, 15 days doesn't give you a lot of time to really prepare anything. When I originally read the script, I thought it would be a 30-day shoot, and then when I heard it was 15, I cried a little bit. And they managed to pull it off. Geniuses.
Yeah, well, and I think a lot of it comes down to the professionalism, both of these two directors and of Katherine, because it really was quite a schedule to keep, and the number of pages they were doing, the number of script pages they were shooting every day was incredible. I mean, it was really something.
Everyone on the crew was very, very enthusiastic, really wanted to be there, really believed in it. And so when you have a whole crew of people that are just gung-ho for it, it makes everything a lot easier. Everyone's getting stuff done as fast as possible, and there's a positive energy on set. And it was exciting. Like, everyone was excited to be there and to do it. So. And
in a way, on film, don't you find that it's sometimes interesting when you don't get to rehearse it a lot? To
I
sort of
hate
experiencing
rehearsing.
it when you
I
first.
hate it.
Yeah.
It keeps it more in the moment, doesn't it? It's kind of real.
I mean, people in real life, you don't get to rehearse what's going to happen in this. And I think, as a human being going through another human being's experiences, I think the best way to do it is just to basically know what you're doing and then go in there, because that's when you're going to get the real emotion or the real drama. And to rehearse things, you start second guessing yourself, thinking, and if you think too much, I mean, it's ruined.
Normally, as actors, you deal with one director, and in this film, you have two. How was that experience?
Well, the girls are so clued into what their overall idea is, and they both know it so well. They do trade off. Sylv is she is Mary, basically. She's very, very close to Mary. And Jen, you can tell which scenes each one wrote, and Jen sort of she does everything to allow Sylv and Mary to exist and gets things done, and really keeps Sylv on track, and then lets Sylv go off and have a little bit of a cry when she's overly emotional.
When you write something and direct something and act in something, you're so close to it. It does become an emotional experience.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd like to ask you both as a final question and what it is you think about human nature that attracts and fascinates people to body modification and the horror genre.
Well, I think, shall I?
Yes,
Please. I mean, I think in a way all of us are intrigued by the unknown, and it tends to lead to our thoughts about death and mortality and what we're doing with our lives while we're here. And the thing about this film, that it does approach an area of life that films don't normally look at. And so, what does it say? I mean, I think as human beings, we're fascinated with things that we don't necessarily understand. And I think that this movie, aside from just being entertaining and a wonderful film to watch, I think it endeavors to kind of understand.
Have you ever heard of body modification?
Ik voel wie Dr. Mengele heute Abend.
What's that?
Twins, ja?
Ja.